Move in with me. The words left my mouth before I could even process them. She blinked at me from across the hallway, her fingers still wrapped tightly around the edge of a worn-out suitcase, as if letting go would make everything fall apart. "That's not funny," she said quietly. And in that moment, I realized just how much she'd been through to assume kindness had to be a joke. Her name was Clara. She had moved into the apartment across from mine about 8 months earlier. We weren't close. Not really, just the kind of neighbors who exchanged polite smiles, occasionally held the elevator for each other, and once shared an awkward conversation about the weather during a power outage. But I noticed things. I noticed how she always came home late, shoulders slumped like she was carrying something invisible but heavy. I noticed how her grocery bags got smaller each week. I noticed how the laughter I had once heard through her door slowly faded into silence. And then, one evening, I noticed the landlord standing outside her apartment with a clipboard and that tone people use when they've already made up their minds. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but when you live in a narrow hallway with thin walls, some conversations find you. "You've had enough time," he said firmly. "I can't extend this any further." Her voice cracked when she responded. "Just a few more days, please. I'm trying." "I'm sorry," he replied, though he didn't sound sorry at all. "You need to be out by tomorrow." That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about her standing there, alone, trying to negotiate with someone who saw her as just another unpaid bill. I thought about how easy it is for life to unravel when one thing goes wrong, and how quickly people look away when it does. The next day, I opened my door and saw her. Suitcase, backpack, a cardboard box filled with what looked like her entire life. She wasn't crying. That was the worst part. She looked empty. I stood there for a few seconds, arguing with myself. It wasn't my business. I didn't really know her. What if she said no? What if it made things awkward? But then she tried to lift the box and almost dropped it. And that's when the words just came out. "Move in with me." She froze, slowly turned, looked at me like I had just said something completely absurd. "That's not funny," she repeated, her voice sharper this time, defensive. "I'm not joking," I said. She shook her head immediately. "I don't need charity." "It's not charity." "Then what is it?" She snapped, though I could hear the exhaustion behind it. "You don't even know me." She was right, but I stepped closer anyway. "I know enough," I said gently. "I know you've been trying. I know you're not lazy. And I know what it looks like when someone's about to lose everything." She looked away, blinking rapidly, like she was fighting something she didn't want me to see. "I'll pay you back," she muttered. "You don't have to." "I will,"